Baylor Men's Choir's invitation to go to the ACDA National Conference is the largest honor that we could possibly receive. The ACDA National Conference is the highlight of choral music in America and perhaps around the world, and the invitation to appear at this conference is really a high moment for the men's choir. For me, it's also a really special time because when I was a younger director, I dreamed of going one day, or having a group one day go to a national convention like this. And as a young conductor, I thought, wow, that would be amazing, as I went to conventions and heard choirs, and I had admired the work of the choirs that got to that point. And really just postponed that for a while in terms of my ideas, and then at the encouragement of some of my colleagues, submitted our materials a couple of years ago, and we were invited to sing at the regional conference, and then were encouraged by others to apply to the national convention, and we were accepted. So it was really quite an honor for me personally, but also it was a tremendous experience for the students, and I was so happy for them that they got to experience such an honor as well.
Something that I don't think we talk about a lot is just the preparation leading up to ACDA, which required us to, I think, be on the same page in a lot of ways. We had to, musically, we had to rehearse a lot. We had to be on the same page with 6 different pieces that I think really said a lot about who we are as a men's choir, and I think just the preparation of working to ACDA allowed us to ingrain these songs in our hearts and in our minds in a way that a non-ACDA year wouldn't have done. It really allowed us to feel this music in a real way, and I think it ultimately affected our performance at ACDA for the best.
The program that we chose for the Baylor Men's Choir convention performance was chosen intentionally. It was my goal that we choose a program that was challenging musically, but that we not choose only a program that impressed musicians and was the most difficult music, the most historically representative and what have you. But I wanted us to choose rather a program that really was identified the Baylor Men's Choir for the multi-dimensional group that they are. So we chose this theme, Authentically Us, and then we started asking questions then. So who are we? Who comprises the men's choir? Who are we really? And we dug down deep to say, what are the qualities that are most important about us and the most distinguishing?
Standing in solidarity requires a lot of self-awareness. And so acknowledging who you are as a person, trying to stand in solidarity with another person or a group of people. And so I think the efforts the men's choir has made over the year in understanding what this piece means in its original context in the civil rights movement, what it might have meant to the black people and white people and other people of color who were working for social justice in the 1950s, and what it means now, understanding the differences and the overlap there is part of the work of what it means to stand in solidarity.
I would say, for me personally, it's just about knowing that God is with us in all circumstances, especially just as life gets hard or is more difficult, or we're in trials or tribulations, that God is infinite and He can move in any single direction in ways that are mysterious to us as humans, because God is mysterious and miracles happen, and being Christian and believing and having faith is sometimes not always something we can see, but He'll always be with us, even when we don't realize it and we need it the most.
Oh, wow, so cute. No, you have to clap in between these people. So it goes, watch. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay, so it's a clap. Okay. That feels more natural.
In regards to the ACDA tour, we're a fun group. We enjoy having some time to be ourselves and to let our guards down. So we're really intentional with those kind of efforts. We actually scheduled a 3-hour block in the entire tour to explore Kansas City and see what it had to offer. I knew guys went ice skating, I know some guys visited the Dinosaur Museum. We even sang at a toy shop for a little crowd and had people recording on their phones and stuff like that. So we have to be intentional and, you know, have those moments where we're able to have fun. It's the men's choir. If the men's choir is in a place, it is going to be fun.
Well, a few favorite memories of mine from this trip. I think one would just be our singing in the concert hall in Kansas City and the wonderful acoustics. And the first sound that we made in that hall just amazed me. I was like, oh my goodness, our music was made for this hall. This opening a cappella piece was just perfect for this venue.
So those are some of the best spaces in the world, not only in the United States. And those spaces, I think it allowed us to feel a sense of confidence. It instilled in us a confidence that helped in our performance. And it also, I think, is an experience that a lot of us will remember for a lifetime. Being able to sing, especially in the opportunity of singing in Hallsberg Hall, and on those huge wooden steps and singing out into a crowd that I think was engaged from the very first downbeat, was just instilled a lot of confidence in me personally throughout the rest of the concert, and allows me now to look back at that experience and remember a really cool moment in the men's choir.